Sia, obviously Sia is an amazing songwriter, has written tons of huge hits. She had a cool thing that she said, it took me 15 years to be able to write a song in 20 minutes. And I think that's so interesting because it's, yeah, like simplicity can be the most sophisticated thing you can do, especially with, you know, Logic and Pro Tools and everything, where you can just throw a million ideas at a track and you kind of get into this more is more mentality. And, you know, there's times when that is lots of fun and it can be cool, but I went on a writing trip to Norway last year to work with some artists who are signed to a company called Made Management, who have Sigrid and Aurora and a few other, lots of other kind of up and coming Scandinavian artists. And Sigrid's manager was saying, if he could impose on all the producers that produce tracks for his artists, if he could say to them, right, you've got 8 tracks, that's it, he would do that. Obviously, he kind of can't enforce that on anybody, but like in his dream world, that's how everyone works. You've got 8 tracks, everything has to really, really count and be doing a job and be there for a reason. And I think the thinking behind it is just the power of clarity. Listening to all these Max Martin hits, to me, there's just this beautiful clarity to everything. Like every idea is introduced in a way that's just like pleasing, but there's also surprising elements and kind of curveballs, but it's just gloriously sort of clear. Let me see what I got next. So yes, clarity and balance, as I was just going on about. So yeah, the melodic math, and I've realized actually looking at my notes, I'm not really going to talk a lot about melody in this chat, because to me, you can get into the musicologist mindset about analyzing a hit melody, you know, sort of jumping from the tonic to the major to the sort of relative minor, and then over a subdominant, this and that and the other, and it doesn't. For me, it feels a bit of a kind of pointless academic exercise, because you can sort of like point to another melody or top line from a hit song that does the exact opposite and it kind of contradicts what you just kind of said about the first one. And also, like, I think it's really important to try and think like as much as you can like a listener. Imagine you are your audience, like really as much as you can. And to that end, you know, you wouldn't be here and doing the course and everything and if you weren't lovers of music and lovers of songs. So with melodies, I think you kind of, you just know, if it's good. So for me, analyzing melodies isn't so much a useful way to spend your time and energy, but what I think is interesting more, to me anyway, is structure and tricks you can do rhythmically with your top line, with the singy bit. And sort of to start that topic, basically clarity and balance are incredibly important. So, and thinking holistically about your song in terms of sections, verse, pre-chorus, chorus, how is each section supporting the other sections around it? So you kind of, it's a bit like whack-a-mole, you kind of have to have, while you're writing one section, you need to sort of, if you've already got a chorus, for example, and it can be really good to start a song with choruses. I don't know how many of you guys do that already, to start your song by writing a chorus. I try and do it. I don't always do it, but I think it's a great idea, because you kind of like, in a way, you've nailed the most important bit if you get a good chorus. So it's kind of like, in a way, you're safe to an extent, and you're kind of, it's really frustrating when I find when I write a verse and I really like it, and then I write it's like, oh, this is all really good, and then you're just staring at this kind of precipice of like, oh, like the next bit has to be like the best bit. And it can be almost a bit daunting, and it can feel a bit like sort of painting yourself into a corner a bit. So like, if you've got a chorus, look at what's happening rhythmically, and write the other sections in a way that support the chorus you've got. So for example, if you've got like a really busy chorus with a lot of information, a lot of meter being just the rhythm of the words rather than the melody, which is obviously the tune. If it's a very busy, metery, kind of intense, information heavy chorus, okay, maybe you can get away with having a busy verse, but if you also have a busy pre-chorus, there's a good chance that your listener is going to be just getting really, really kind of bamboozled and just over too much information, too much stuff, to a point where it's all just a bit unappealing and overwhelming. So there's that way of kind of reverse engineering and thinking about those blocks. Think of like verse, pre, and chorus as just blocks. And if each block has a color, you want each block, go with me on this, you don't want the same color to be next to each other, if you know what I mean. So you have a blue block, a green block, and a yellow block, you know, ideally, because then you support the feeling of transitions and things can support each other. So I'm going to play an example and do a little kind of analysis of what's happening. So I'm not really talking so much, I'm just talking about meter, so the rhythm of the words, which in pop music these days is absolutely as important as the tune, as the melody. So thinking about meter should be as big a priority as your actual tune. And I can justifiably claim ownership of this idea, which Martin, I think, has used in different courses. I think he calls it clap down, where it's try writing a melody just by clapping, or using, if you're in your software or whatever, if you're in Logic, for example, get your chords down and then get a sample sound like a snare drum or rim shot or a side stick or something percussive, not melodic, and write your melody with it, because that will force you to just think about rhythm. And that's, yeah, I can't stress enough how rhythmic singing is everything in pop.